How serious could this actually be?
Well, I mean, it's come together fairly quickly after the Broncos made their decision. I was at the Combine last week, Paul. Sean Payton said they were going to make a decision soon, and I think maybe 2 or 3 days after the Combine ended, they announced they were going to move on, and they actually gave Russell permission to go and visit teams before free agency started. So as Jerry noted in his story, he's going to take one visit before the Steelers visit. Assuming that team lets him out of the building, then, things could develop pretty quickly between, Russell Wilson and the Steelers. So there's obviously a big roadblock in front of them. He's not the Steelers are not the first stop on his little tour, but, should that fall through, I think the Steelers would definitely be next in position to potentially sign him.
Well, I would say that the fact that they want to meet with him and talk to him, it probably speaks volumes about the fact that maybe they're not at a place where they fully 100% believe in Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, sitting here now, I mean, it's only been an hour or so since this news broke, but yeah, I see where you're going with that. It's hard to believe that they have full faith in Kenny the way that Omar and Mike talked about Kenny after the season ended. So, listen, they might view this as, hey, we got an aging defense. We got T.J. Watt for X number of years, Cam Hayward for X number of years, Minka. Let's maximize this defense while we have it, and let's see if we can make it work with Russell Wilson. And, obviously in that scenario, I don't think they would discard Kenny, but, Kenny would likely be the number 2. I don't think Russell Wilson would sign here knowing that he would be a backup. At least I don't think that. That's not – Jerry didn't have that in his story, but I would have a hard time seeing Russell go anywhere without a chance to start or at least, compete to start.
Yeah, there's no question about it. So if he gets through his first meeting and comes to Pittsburgh to meet with the Steelers, then what you're saying is there's a chance that this could actually happen.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can sign Russell Wilson for a lot less money than you usually could because the Denver Broncos are picking up all his $40 million salary this season. Now, the big question that is out there is, let's say he'll sign for the vet minimum in 2023. What does a contract look like beyond that? Does Russell Wilson want 2 years? Does he want 3 years? So in other words, does he want 2 years, $30 million? So it's basically $15 million a year when you take out the discount? Or would he want to go to 3 years and possibly more money? So, that's where the bidding war comes in here. And I don't know who the other teams involved in this is. I'm sure people can speculate. Maybe it's the Falcons or the Raiders. I'm not Vikings. I mean, who knows the other team? But everyone's saying, oh, he'll play for nothing this year. That's right in a sense, but he's going to want more years on the back end of that contract, and that's why it's not going to be super cheap to sign. It'll be cheap, but I don't think it's as cheap as people, originally thought it was going to be.